Fettuccine Alfredo is a good thing, but no. But do you believe in like the sixth sense or whatever?
Describe that to me. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, my camera's probably gonna cut off again. Like, picking up, like being able to, I wouldn't say read a person's energy, but be able to read a person in the beginning.
You know,
so you just go, cause you're a seasoned guy. You seasoned. Yeah.
I feel like that's like, you know, the phrase reading a room.
Okay.
I feel like that's being able to like basically put together like body language, facial expressions, intonation, someone's voice. Just like get it. I feel like the sixth sense, that's like being able to put it all together, you know? Like, you know, you talk to some people and you can tell if someone doesn't want to talk to you. Like you can tell if someone's like, all right, back off, cool. And then you can tell if other people are like, yeah, hang out and like chit chat. And that's like, but some people do not have the ability to do that. Like some people will come up to you and you'll be like putting your closed off body language on because you just at that moment don't want to have any interaction with anybody. And they don't get it. So not everybody has that ability.
So what's closed off body language?
Okay, so I'll give you an example. So I was sitting in the park the other day. I was actually reading this. I think I was reading the beginning of this book. No, I was reading some other book. And this lady comes over and she was kind of like this scraggly looking lady. And I was like a little bit weary about her. And she comes over and she's like, oh, can I pet your dogs? And I'm like, sure, whatever, fine. So she comes over and she like pets them and says hello. But then she like sets herself like right down here next to me, and then she like wants to like have a full-on conversation, tell me her life story, and she's talking about like how she has hemorrhoids and blah blah. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, and so here's my closed-off body language, and she was like, oh, so what's that book about? What are you reading? What are you doing? Blah blah. And I was like, oh, I'm reading my book. Like literally, I was holding it in front of my face, and she wasn't getting it, and I'm like.
So you got a little. It's probably our last video because this is my time is. So you got a little bit of an empath in you, and you. So I mean, wait. Do you the ladies? Are you down with the ladies? Are you you like the ladies? Ladies, I mean. If
I'm
not,
actually gay.
Okay.
I just. But,
oh, okay. Because she was trying to hit on you.
But oh no.
Yeah. She was.
First of all, this was an older woman that even she was like this older kind of scraggly woman.
I just did a video about how I don't want to like judge, but like the seasoned women, they like to get it in more. I know that from experience. Yeah, because like, you know, that's why women wanted me to take a class on women's studies. So that's women's studies college. I think it's 88 or something like that. But women's studies and talks about that probably. But yeah. I didn't get a chance to take it. But the thing is, like, I've had women tell me as they get older, and I read about it, like, reading they like, their libido goes up. So, yeah. And they want to get it in almost every night.
I have heard that, and I would be in luck if I was straight.
Yeah.
I have many women approach me, and I will say, like, as far as, like, beauty, like, I appreciate beauty no matter what it is. Like, male, female, like...
Okay.
If a person is beautiful, they are beautiful, period, end of story. Like, that's just, like... a beautiful human being, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, but in this case, to answer your question, what is knowing how to read a room? This lady could not tell from a mile away that I was like trying to get away from her, and that I was like, okay, can you please let me just be?
No, she was putting her bid in.
So she had no sixth sense.
Yeah, but yeah, yes and no. You never know. I mean, she was putting her bid in because she may have been horny.
Yeah, you know, I did not think
It's children over there. I'm probably. Yeah. So she was putting her bid in. Obviously, she sensed your BBC. She had the sixth sense for that. And dogs, because like the women around here, they walk the dogs a lot too. And so you pat them.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of pretty women around here that walk their dogs.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of pretty women. I like to get to know the person first. It's just like with children, that's just me in my own way. I like to meet the parent. That's how I thought, like how my mom did, meet me first and then meet my children. Like meet the parents first, meet the woman first, and before I meet the dog, or meet the woman first before I meet the kids.
Kids and dogs are great judges of character.
And yeah.
Kids and dogs, you can learn a lot from how people treat children and their dogs.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot from seeing if kids are scared of someone or not. Like that'll tell you a lot about a person.
Well,
I can't imagine Donald Trump has a lot of kids running towards him.
Yeah, well, let me start. You got about Donald Trump again. I was about to say earlier I was in the park and the boy I thought he was gonna run up and hug my legs or something like that. But I put him in. But the thing is, I don't want people to bring their children to me because I'm a single man. So, and with all the things with R. Kelly and other guys getting in trouble for touching children, I don't like to have that anybody think that I might be a pedophile.
Yeah,
And I don't like young ladies like
it kind of
under
because when
40s and stuff, 30s and 40s.
When you and I were coming up, like, you did not have things like that, right? Like when you and I were coming up, like we weren't all aware there were so many weirdos in the world. You could just be normal. Like if you were a normal adult, then you could like play with kids and like it wasn't like there was like no stress about it. But now you have to think like that, which sucks because you're like, you know, like you like kids and you're like a normal guy and you're like, I just want to say hello to kids. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like and vice versa. But like you're like in your mind, you're like, I gotta be conscious and aware. That like might freak the hell out of some people. So like,
I just normally leave.
Buddy.
Yeah, I normally just lead though. I mean, before I gotta work on it, but I just normally lean the scene like, you know. What's some other good books did you like to read?
You know, I read a lot of everything. What was another good book that I recently just read? You know, one of my favorite books is Catcher in the Rye. That's one of my all-time favorites. But I like a lot of fantasy books, like a lot of the books that are made into movies. Basically, like I like to read them before they're made into movies because
Smart guy.
it's just a lot better. Like the movies like take a lot of the impact and the power. When you're reading a book, in your mind you create the story. You create the images, you create what you see. Whereas the movies, they tell you what to think. They're like, this is what we want you to think the guy looks like. Like, have you ever like heard somebody describe something or like heard somebody talk about something and like you formulate an image and the image might be totally different than what you see and then you see that thing and you're either maybe you're let down or maybe you're like impressed, but most of the time you're like, that's not at all what I was thinking, you know, when somebody describes something to you. And that's the same way with like reading a book before a movie. Is like you get to create like that person in the book can be like short and brown, they can be like tall and fat, they can be whatever, but like the second it's turned into a movie, like the movie tells you what to think. And I don't like that. Like you get to think a lot, you get to engage your thoughts a lot more with books.
See, I'm meaning to get in that, and the fiction thing, this is kind of Dana. The fiction thing is they don't. I didn't get a chance to get into it like I wanted to because I was going to a bunch of like workshops before the coronavirus, and they closed the libraries and bookstores before that. You know the bookstore, the main one, Barnes and Nobles, is back open.
Yeah.
And and whatnot. And what I was gonna say about that is I didn't know. So they don't describe the characters like almost to a T in the fiction books for the movies. They don't describe like you short and brown and all that. They don't do it in the movie in the books.
Well, I mean,
they leave a lot up to
some writers do. But sometimes like you don't get the full image, which is cool because then you get to formulate in your mind like maybe what someone looks like or what a place looks like or whatever, you know. But once it's made into a movie, then that's how it is, and people are always gonna stick to that one thing. So there's just a lot more room for creativity when you're reading than when it's been said and done in the movie.
Yeah, because it's more visual. It's like a big visual. It's it's the picture is not even. It's not like a guesswork painting. It's already painted. It doesn't even. So let me ask you this. So you brought up Donald Trump. Let me bring up a topic I want to discuss. Why do people call interracial relationships interracial?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, if it's just about, you know what I'm saying, free will or about love, quote unquote love, why do people call it, like, put the racial on the back? Why it just can't be a relationship? Why we can't get it past that? I mean,
What's that? Yeah. Is that something
Not to you.
people still say?
Yeah, people say that. At least when I'm watching porn, sometimes it says interracial
So you know
relationship.
Have you ever thought about this? So if you were an alien from Mars or whatever, if you were from someplace else,
Watching porn a lot of times. Yeah.
and let's say you come to planet Earth and you're discovering humans for the first time, you probably, as somebody coming to Earth for the first time, would not, all you would see was, oh yeah, humans basically all look the same. Like, you wouldn't pick on that there's like different colors and different ethnicities or whatever. Like, as an outsider, you'd be like, yeah, they all look the same to me. I don't get why they're fighting about how they look. Like You know, have you ever
Touche.
thought about that? Like, have you ever thought about like how stupid it is? We all fight about like how we look, and like the white people fight about how the black people look, and then like Asian people fight about how like other Asian people look, and like we're all human. Like we're all on the planet Earth, and that's how aliens would see it. Aliens would be like, I don't get it. They're all here.
But it's deeper than that though, man.
It is deeper than that.
You know what?
But if you take the big picture look,
Okay.
you take the big view of like.
Okay, go ahead.
We all have way more in common, than we have in different, than we are different, you know?
Wait, well then,
That's
go ahead.
my big picture point.
No, big picture. So okay, so you brought that up, big picture. I'm not that intelligent. I'm a little slow sometimes. So after I ask you this, could you tell me what big picture is? So, but like recently, wasn't somebody hung in California?
Yeah, well.
Like why these physical things happen, even though we say that, because I don't believe that we're the same. I don't believe anybody is the same. And I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about I believe people are similar, but I believe everybody is unique. But go ahead with that.
No, everybody is unique. Absolutely everybody is unique. But like if you think about like we have all like we all have like way more in common than we don't. Like let's be honest. Like everybody wakes up wanting to be happy. Like no one nobody wakes up thinking like I want to be angry today. I want to be an asshole. Like even if they are an asshole, like in their own way, they want to be happy, right?
No, well let me interject. Well, you say Donald Trump though. I know you're gonna.
Even that guy wants to be happy. Like even though we all can't stand him, you know he wakes up thinking he's like the shit. You know he wakes up thinking he's the guy, right?
Yeah,
like,
that doesn't mean
so he still wants the same thing we want. We just don't like the way he wants it.
See, there you go. These key words.
We just disagree with the way he wants it.
but the way he wakes up, people claim that it seems like he wants to be an a-hole though. It's a little different. See, on the similar, but not the same.
All I'm saying is, in his mind, probably that makes him happy.
Okay.
In his mind, right? Even though it's fucked up.
Okay, but you wouldn't agree with his behavior and his actions.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. You wouldn't agree with his. You would not agree with his actions.
Going around about trying to achieve his happiness is wrong. That's the thing. Like, if I try to achieve my happiness by like trying to like standing up and trying to hit you right now, like that would be wrong.
Actions.
Like, it's not going to make you happy if you feel me hitting you, or if you want to hit me, that's not going to make me happy. So I'm saying the way of going about it is what we all different. But we're all probably we all want to be happy, right?
But we're not all able to be happy if we all are hanging from a tree.
Oh,
But that's what. Hold on. Hold on. So we're talking about like actions and behavior. Because a lot of people recently, I don't know, I don't watch the news like that, but a lot of people I hear it in the streets or see it.
I heard that guy hung himself, but I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that too. But you know the history in so-called in this country. So I mean, and that's, to me, that's kind of hard for somebody to go purchase something and then do that. I don't know. You know what I mean? The only place I've seen that, I'm gonna give people benefit of the doubt in a movie where this guy who was like hijacked to kidnap these people, and you know he was basically a better male anyways. This other guy had him tied up or had him in the bathroom. So somehow he untied himself. Anyway, this guy was screwing his wife. So the dude just was like, I'm gonna end my life. I don't know if you know what movie that was, but that was in the movie. That's the only place that I seen that was in the movie. Yeah. So the alpha male, I don't believe in all the alpha. But anyway, so screwing his wife. So the thing is, got to shave back. But it's all cool. Got to shave back. But the thing.
To answer your question, if someone did that to that guy, obviously that's wrong. I'm not even like saying that's wrong. But all I'm saying is like my original point is like we all have a lot more in common than we are dissimilar. That's the thing. Like,
what areas in common? Hold on, let me finish. What areas in common when we are hanging people and what you call them? I don't know. In Detroit, they put water in they put chemicals in the water, and I know that kind of affected it, but that was like mostly in a private area. That's where my aunt actually was. My elder aunt actually was, and now her eyes are all puffy and stuff. Anyway, so it's a guy that's going in the military and he gets open on fire because his music too loud by a guy that doesn't look like it. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about action. I know maybe you're saying hold on one second. Maybe you're saying maybe our homeostasis, like our thinking or our made up physical, our vase, our vessel, our housing is the same. But sometimes our actions aren't always the same. And sometimes we don't portray it as we all are, you know, one. We all are. Hold on one second. We are all one. We are all equal. Cause it's not about like, you know, people stuff getting bored up only. You can't bring a human life back, right? You can bring back material stuff. Whoever works the hardest or whoever gets it, you could bring that back. You know, back in the day, people's stuff got burnt down, and I think it's Oklahoma in the Black Wall Street got burnt. They had to rebuild in one place. Churches got burnt down. They rebuild it over and over again, like 5 years, 5 times they rebuild it. But things can be rebuilt, things can be rebuilt, but you cannot take a human life. You can't. I mean, bring back a human life. I think like 200,000 in like 5 different places, which adds up to 1 million people in the Middle Passage, you know, until all the way up today, the people getting murked. A woman in her bikini, 2-piece, a chocolate woman, young woman, she gets tackled down on the ground by authority. One woman gets thrown out her chair. A woman gets shot by her son. You see what I'm saying, etc., etc. But other people, they get invited in the church and they shoot at the church, they shoot at the mall, and you know, the Twin Towers. I'm not trying to go on and on, but you see what I'm saying? What makes us the same when all this strife and animosity? What makes us the same?
That's a good question. I feel like I still feel like we all have more in common than we don't. The problem is all those people, they're doing all those awful things to each other, don't see the similarities. All they see is like, if all I saw was the fact that you're this color or your skin, you have more pigment than mine. That's all I saw. If all I was like, oh, that guy has darker skin than me, therefore he's different, and therefore he's not as good as me, and I just didn't talk to you, then I wouldn't see past like the fact that like basically we're both human. You're standing here talking like, hey, we speak English. That already is helping us. It's already helping us communicate.
I need to work on my Spanish and other languages, Italian, French, German. Yeah, go ahead.
All I'm saying is like we have so much more in common, but people who do awful things like that to each other, they look at each other and they're like, that person is not as good as me. That person is less than me. That person, like, something in their mind is sick, and they're just like, that person is like not as equal as me, and because they visually look different. This goes back to the visual. So yeah, visual works like
okay.
The original approach, like the original like I want to talk to someone or be interested in for that reason, but you have to dig past the surface. Like, okay, going back to like the example of talking to the lady, like, yeah, you could go up and talk to her, and like if you didn't actually have a deep conversation with her, you might just, and maybe she would go out with you or maybe she wouldn't, but that relationship might go absolutely nowhere. Whereas like if you had the deeper conversation with the other lady, you would learn a lot more about her, and then you might realize like, hey, you know what, I'm glad that I talked to her even though she wasn't the prettiest girl in the room, because she's like the nicest girl in the room. Right?
We're going way back to prettiest and nicest.
And I'm just saying, like, people who do horrible things like that to each other aren't willing to take the time to like see other people also as humans, like also as having like the same kind of interests that they have. Like, they want to be happy, they want to be outside, like they want to do whatever. Like, they also have, like, we all have our own like things that we want to do in our lives, and like our own hopes and our dreams and our desires and whatever. And like someone who does something awful to someone else like that just sees them as lesser, and they don't see any of that, which is horrible. Like, if they saw all that, they wouldn't be doing those awful things. And that's what really sucks.
But why can't people who do these things, how come they can't have accountability? I don't want to use the word punish, consequences.
They should. I don't know why. I don't know the answer to that why.
Yeah, and other people like me, I'm using myself, and because people, oh, you always talk about yourself, because I don't want to be the spokesperson, the leader for so-called black people, for melanated people. I don't want to be, or whatever, melanated, non-melanated. I don't want to be the spokesperson. Hold on, but like,
an example to use when you don't know what everyone else is thinking.
Why are they penalized for the little smallest things? Like me, I'm always looking junky all the time. I'm dirty. I'm in the streets a lot. You know, my shoes, I got these from Target. These are $20 shoes. I think these are they start with a G. I normally don't wear white.
Of what they don't understand.
Right.
People fear what they do not understand. And if someone doesn't take the time to understand something, they're going to be afraid of it.
And they hate what they can't control, right?
Probably, yeah.
And that's but anyway, but the thing is, like, how come they, like, I do the little smallest things. I'm boisterous with my voice. You know what I'm saying? I do little goofy, silly stuff. I practice on, you know, my watch hours walking down the street. I sing as I'm going down the road. You know what I'm saying? I dress different. In LA, to me, it was like, people told me, I feel like told me a story. It's liberal. and they do the East Coast versus West Coast thing. You're from New York. Hold on,
Where are you from?
huh?
Where are you from?
I'm from all over. I've been to 10 different states. I've been in New York on and off for 3 years. I've been to Virginia. I've been like everywhere. Stayed in Kentucky, close to the Midwest. It's close to St. Louis. I grew up in Gary, Indiana, one point in time. I seen Michael Jackson house, all kind of things. Anyways, so the thing, what I was finna say is, it's like, it seems like to me it's the most, you pull the R card word, and it's not liberal, because even here, people want you to,
I didn't hear what you said.
R card word. I don't want to give that, like, skin color, judging on people's race. I don't want to that card, but they say it's more liberal, but it's like sections and stuff, and to me, I don't want to make anybody's fit. It's not a joke. To me, this is my perception. I hope this don't get me in trouble with the police. This is my perception. It's okay, because you said people don't see you as equal. It's okay if people go down there, because that way it's to the beach. If people go down there, if they do drugs, meth, pop pills, smoke, do the herbs, get all high and sleepy, and if they sleep with somebody or the other, it's okay for them to do that, sleep with them, but it's not okay for them to be equal. It's not okay for them not to be gentrified. It's like, don't move in my area. Don't bring that part of your so-called blackness over here. But I can sleep with you, jump your bones. You know what I'm saying? Hungry. I can, if I really feel like you're elite enough, I can make a child with you or whatever. The interracial with dating is really heavy. I believe in free will. It's okay. Let me come back to that. When you talking about everybody want to be happy, why you didn't show interest in that woman, even though you don't like women? How come hold on, why is this that difference? She's trying to give you play. Hold on, if everybody wants to be happy, how come you didn't want to satisfy her needs? People want to be happy, because that's real utopia and not real judgment. Why you